here. We're going to paralyze that thing. I've been in this situation before, and it actually worked out for me. Now we'll send in Snorlax, and yeah, we'll see what happens. Okay, unfortunately Snorlax is going to get put to sleep. But I've been in this situation before, like I keep saying, and now it's good that Jinx is asleep. Let's see if little Snorlax can wake up. He's not feeling too good. Okay, well, let's just go to Slowbro instead and try to set up and try to win this whole entire battle right here, right now. Oh, wait, we could go for Thunder Wave on the predicted switch. That's pretty smart. I'm going to do that instead. Yep, it's a chancey. It's always a chancey, guys, man. I'm getting pretty good at this. I'm a pretty decent human at recognizing behavioral patterns. They're going to go for Thunderbolt. They're not going to crit me. Oh, man, I think that's what happened in my last OU battle, where I had a Slowbro at ×4 special, and then I just got crit, and then I was sad. So here comes my next Amnesia. In comes Executor. I can't believe that. This guy probably has Explosion, doesn't he? My opponent disconnected. That is very, very interesting. I'm gonna, in the off chance you do something very, and I mean very weird, we're gonna go for Thunder Wave, but they're probably gone forever, unfortunately. P-Dog 362 had a good run on Gen 1 OU. I gotta be honest, I'm really itching to play this new Mario Kart, but you know, I didn't have $5,000 to spend. I don't think this guy is going to come back. They came back. I was wrong. They're going to go for Mega Drain. So I guess I don't know what that was. They definitely have either Sleep Powder and or Explosion. And they just, they must have thought I would switch or something. Well, since I'm here, I'll just go for a Surf. That's going to do, wow, I thought it would do more than that actually. Okay, there's the Explosion. Fair enough. I'm dead. You're dead. Okie dokie, let's send in, let's go with Executor, because, yeah, I had a feeling you wouldn't send in one of these two, so I can actually try and threaten, you know, putting this thing to sleep. In comes Jinx. Alright, fair enough. How about we go into my Cloyster that they haven't seen yet? They're going to go for Blizzard. They can't even freeze me. You don't have to have an anxiety attack like I do from time to time. Their whole team is slower than Cloyster right now, so I can be cringe and go for Clampliv like I've been doing in the past few battles. Turns out it pays to be a cringe lord. In comes Starmie. That is very bad news. He's probably trying to paralyze me right now. Starmie is going to make my life not fun. That does not make any sense, guys. I just switched from Cloyster into Executor, and after I was already in, the Starmie could not move. This game makes no sense. Well, in any case, I'm gonna go for another Sleep Powder. Okay, looks like we're gonna be playing this game, and I'm scared, so I'm gonna go into Cloyster now, and they're gonna predict that, go for Psychic. No, my special. Now my clamps are gonna be doing less damage. They're going to be doing no damage because I miss and they got a critical hit. Wow, Cloyster, you are fired. Alright, fine. We'll send in Tauros and then just get a crit with Body Slam or whatever. I think it's safe to say that I have lost this battle after that performance right there. I literally got a crit and it killed him. Okay, maybe we're still in this. Maybe. They're still definitely a bit ways ahead of me. What I'll do here is I'll send an Executor, and okay, they're gonna go for Body Slam. I'll just go for Sleep Powder. If they bring in Chansey, we'll go for like, I guess Explosion would be alright. Let's see. Okay, yeah, in comes Chansey. I'll go for Psychic first, just to see, you know, maybe I'll get a special drop, maybe they'll get paralyzed 50 times in a row. I did get a special drop. Okay, both of them happen in the same turn, that's pretty gnarly. They're staying in. Another special drop, and I'm going to get paralyzed, unfortunately. I'll just go for... could go for Sleep Powder right now. I'm predicting a switch. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Oh, man, I got paralyzed. It didn't matter. Oh, okay, well, they're really just vehemently staying in. They have something against my Executor. I got paralyzed twice in a row. That sucks. Here, have a Psychic. Because if they could easily just go to Stormy, eat this up, and then go back in a Chansey, reset special, and... Wow, I cut it special again. That's something, alright. Okay, yeah, that Stormy is #1 threat, easily. And I want it to be paralyzed or put to sleep or something, but something tells me that's not gonna happen. I'm gonna go for a Psychic here. They actually are still staying in, and I got another special drop. What the hell is going on right now? Why won't you switch? I'm gonna go for Sleep Powder. Oh my god, imagine if this connects, and I got paralyzed. I hate it here so much. Are you actually crazy enough to stay in? Because, well, I mean, I could just literally go for Explosion right now. That would probably be simpler. If you bring in Chansey, I'll kill that. And I won't have to go through any more of these Sleep Powder shenanigans. My opponent disconnected again, by the way. I think it would be wiser for me to do that. Because if they stay in, I could, you know, miss Sleep Powder and all that. So I'll just blow something up, assuming I don't get paralyzed. And this is obviously assuming my opponent even comes back to, you know, finish the battle that they started. We're already 29 turns in. And they have quite a bit of a lead. Poor Snorlax. Bro is sleeping. Yep, they did bring in Chansey. At least that thing's dead. So it's up to Tauros and Alakazam to somehow pull through here. And I'm not feeling very confident. I think the best thing I could do is hack some people to death right now. I am faster than both those Pokemon. So I can go for Thunder Wave on this guy and then hope that they just never move again. Okay, well, unfortunately, Alakazam's going to get paralyzed. That is very bad news, Bears. We're going to go for... Okay, we're going to get paralyzed. They have Psychic as well. They now drop my special. As you can see, this is not going very well for me. And because they dropped my special, they're actually now faster than me, which doesn't make any sense. But, you know, Generation 1 was a funny time to be alive. Okay, we got a special drop. He probably also has Recover just like me. And I would imagine Surf. Yep, they've got Recover. Okay, well, let's go for Psychic again. I just can't win because it's kind of turned into a battle of attrition. Nice crit, by the way. Don't think I didn't see that. Because they could at any moment just do the same thing they did with their Chansey. I'm surprised they even took that long with Chansey to begin with. They just switch in a Snorlax, and then my Psychic won't do too much. I'm going to get paralyzed anyway, and they're going to get a Recover off. Wonderful. Yep. I think my one chance to come back in this battle was when I had that opportunity to put Starmie to sleep, and I just got paralyzed. But hey, maybe a miracle will happen, but it's kind of their game to lose. They really should not be losing this, but maybe they'll pull off the greatest throw of all mankind. They're still staying in. I'm actually capable of 3-hitting this thing now. Never mind, they got my special dropped. Okay, I'll go for Psychic, I guess. I got another special drop. I am getting lucky in that department. They won't die to this next Psychic. And I got paralyzed. They got paralyzed. Nice. We've been in so many of these paralyzing wars I've seen throughout. And I got a crit. Ooh, that's bad because now... Well, it's bad for you. Because now... I can actually... Ooh, I'm not sure. I'm not entirely sure. They have an unknown Pokemon, which makes me kind of anxious. I think my best bet is to send in my own Snorlax. It's basically a death fodder here. Nice crit, by the way. Don't think I didn't see that. Let's see if I can miraculously wake up. They set up a Reflect. Ooh, that is bad news, Bears. Like, actually. Well, I was going to go into Tauros, but this Snorlax is a bit of an unusual fellow, and they've got Reflect, so I don't think Tauros would be a good idea. So now we're going to basically do the same plan as before. Although it's actually it's going to be harder this time around because Snorlax just does a bunch of damage to Alakazam, and I'm already paralyzed to start with. So I'm going to try and paralyze him. That did so much damage. That is insane. And I'm going to go for Recover, but his Body Slams are doing more damage than my Recovers, so I'm going to need him to just get really, really unlucky. At this point, it's not even about throwing. It's just them getting unlucky. I got paralyzed, and they did not, and that's probably going to solidify the battle. Because, well, I mean, I guess they could get paralyzed a million times right now, but I don't think that's going to happen. Let me see how much a regular Body Slam does. Wow, I guess I'm going to be going for Blizzard. And that's when you know you're in trouble, when you have to go for Blizzard with Tauros. Still not getting paralyzed. Alright, how about this one? I'm going to miss the blizzard, and they are going to get a rest off. Alright. That, in a way, might... that'd be crazy if this saves me, because when they wake up, they obviously will not be frozen, so I can try and... Nice crit, by the way. I can try and, freeze them with blizzard. I mean, okay, well, probably the better idea is to try and just get a crit with Body Slam, because I have a higher chance to crit him with Body Slam than I am to freeze him with Blizzard, so mathematically, this is the correct play. Did not crit him. He's going to go for Body Slam. I'm going to survive on literally 2. Let's see if I get a crit here. Nope, no crits. And poor Tauros is dead. Well, we had some chances here, but Executor getting paralyzed, and I don't even remember what happened just here. Something with the Snorlax, I don't remember. You having Reflect definitely put a dent in my plans, but it's a good idea, you know. Snorlax is already kind of specially tanky, I guess. Well, GG's P-Dog362. I'll get you next time. Oh, they left already. I guess there isn't gonna be a next time. I'll see you guys later. Have a wonderful day. I'll never know what this Pokemon was. It was probably Jolteon, because Jolteon's the GOAT.